Good morning. It is Monday. It is July 20th, and it is 4:36 a.m. Mountain Time. I struggle to come up with things to read on sometimes. And this morning is one of them, But as I'm sitting here and meditating and asking Spirit, what would you like for me to read on? What would you like the people to know and things like that? I keep on coming up with the virus. Right now we are unbelievably talking about whether or not to wear a mask to stop a deadly virus in our country. Let me say that one more time. We are actually in a debate to whether you have a right to wear a mask or not in a deadly virus. That's how arrogant we have become. So I want to know, with all of that, how long do we have to put up with this? What is really behind the thought process of I have a right to not wear one? Why does that exist? Why is that even a thing in the United States, especially? Well, one I know is our president. We have a president who prefers I don't know. But anyways, let's do that. Let me use these right here are one of my new cards. I love them. Tarot Z. They're pretty darn cool. Sometimes when you read on such low vibrating questions, these are really good to bring up. And the coronavirus is the lowest vibration we have in this country right now. The lowest. It doesn't care if you're rich. It doesn't care if you're poor. It doesn't care if you're old. It doesn't care if you are young. It doesn't care. It doesn't care if you live in a mansion or you live in a shack. It doesn't care. The only thing that's not prejudice in this dang country, 100%, is the coronavirus. Craziness. So let me see. I'm just going to read how long do we have to put up with this. I want to see if we can get any answers. How long do we have to put up with this non-mask wearing arrogance in this country? What is going on? What is going on? Strength. Never mind. I thought it was strength, but it's not. It's death. Sometimes the numeral, the numbers down here get me. But 13 in the Rider-Waite deck is death. It's like death is upon us. What goes over top of us is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is withdraw, retreat, move on, and abandon. That's what covers it. The King of Swords, which represents Trump in my decks, all of them, because an inverted King of Cups is the sociopath. And this is the Ten of Pentacles, which is very interesting. The reason why we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is leaving, legacy, retirement, inheritance. We have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a time to make a decision, a swift and hard decision. And then we have Judgment. Remember, we're doing the virus and the reason why people are not wearing masks. We have Death underneath that. You know, the Eight of Cups in this deck, you can see where he's perfectly healthy. She's pretty sick. You can see her ribs, and she's on his back, and he's helping her out. So the masks is what is going to help us out. Two of Clubs, Two of Swords. Interesting. Still decisions. Six of Swords. Why are we having so many? And then the Six of Clubs. What is going on? Relocating and moving on. And then the Six of Clubs is, this is in the spirit, good news. And then the Three of Swords of heartbreak. So those are the ones that are not wearing the mask are going to pay the consequences. That's what it says. The people who are not going to be wearing the mask are arrogant, and they're going to be paying the consequences. Arrogance is going to be leaving. Just like any other thing, you know how you have the young teenagers that won't listen to you, and they go out and they do whatever they got to do, and they come back and they have to pay their own consequences because they didn't listen. Okay. Those who are not wearing a mask are going to pay the consequences. That's exactly what my cards just said. So remember that. Always encourage everybody to wear their masks, no matter what. And those who don't, let them pay their consequences. Because there's going to be always of them. You know, I have a friend who just literally boxed the whole mask wearing thing. And it irritates her that I follow the rules. Isn't that weird? You put her near mold, she'll wear a mask faster than anything. It's all about her, right? It's that selfish and self-centeredness is coming up in our country so badly. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I have no use for selfish and self-centeredness. And that's what it is all about the most. What do we got to do? All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. I want to read on the states that are not mandating masks. I want to read on the states that are mandated masks if the virus is going to get better. Let's use these guys. I want to read on it and see if the mask is going to get better, or them mandating that they have to wear a mask if those states are going to show improvements, or is it too late for us? Is it too late, or the states that are wearing masks, are they going to improve? Are they going to get better? Are they going to have proof that it works? Two of Pentacles, overinvestment, work, financial stacks, and then we have the King of Wands, which is, actually came in inverted, impulse, hasty, ruthlessness. Then we have strength, courage and the power, strength. The Five of Pentacles, they came in poor. They came in with the virus, taken over. but they're going to instability and silence. The silence, the storm. The Ten of Cups, which is inverted. Failed relationships. That's not good. Magician. Power. Still action. The Nine of Swords. And then the Nine of Cups, wishful fulfillment. And what's the outcome? Losing the battle. I think we're too late. We're too late. Fast movement. It's already too much. Queen of Wands, and then we have Death. Dang! I was hoping that the states that were wearing masks are going to show improvement, but it doesn't. I think we're too late. It's too late. Okay. Are all the senators who did not take quick and swift action, are they going to suffer the consequences of their other people? Are they going to take swift consequences? Justice. Yep. Yep, they're going to the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Cold-hearted. They're going to be looked as cold-hearted. They are not going to... They came in thinking that they're going to be doing something, but the end result is they're going to be judged as cold-hearted, and that's the outcome of the whole thing, of all of the lack of control. They're not going to be looked upon very fondly. All the senators that do not take this serious from the get-go. And the Republicans, right? So that's interesting. All right. What else do we want to know about the virus? How bad is it going to get? How bad is it going to get? I'm going to do 3, which is past, present, and future. How bad is it going to get? How bad is the virus really, really, really going to get? How bad is this virus really, really going to get? It's going to gain strength. The rite of passage. Down to earth. The Hermit. It lay dormant, the Magician underneath that, and Judgment. Then we have Justice. We have Under the Moon, and then we have the Four of Cups. Apathy. That's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wands, the Tower, and then the King of Wands. So let's read it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Where it started, it was all about money. It was hidden. And then justice, unfair, dishonest, and biased. They lied to us. It gained strength throughout the country, and especially in the United States. And the Magician, power, seeks action. And then Under the Moon, which was a delusion. We didn't take it seriously. We didn't know exactly what was going on. And then we have the Wands, the marriage, that it hit our shores and it took off. And then we have Judgment inverted, self-doubt and delusion. That's how we handled it. And the Four of Cups is disconnect, boredom, and apathy. Everybody's getting tired of it. Nobody wants to deal with it anymore. It's old stuff. The Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands, which is defend your territory. Now we have to fend for ourselves. So we have the Tower movement, which is fear of change, and that's the one main reason why this sticks around, is because of the fear of change. That's it. That's the base of the whole thing, is fear of change is the reason why it sticks around the most, and the reason why we're having so many problems with people doing what they're supposed to do. And then Biden comes in. The Hierophant. Yep. Biden comes in. This is just not going to go anywhere until we get a new president. It's just not going to. No, when we get a new president in there, he'll make mandates and he'll make everybody do what they're supposed to do, and he'll finally take charge, and we'll finally get this thing under control. That's what's going to happen. Crazy. You know, this thing doesn't care. I keep on saying that. It does not care. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. All right, where are we at? Let's do final 45. Him and his stupid interviews. He keeps on. I love it. I love it because he keeps on. We get little clips of what he says. He gets angry, and Fox News is finally. Whatever has happened with Fox News, they're finally trying to move away from supporting the president at all costs. I've been watching clips that I've enjoyed quite a bit. All right, let's see what 45 has to say today. I'm debating to use my haunted house deck. Let's do it. Let's do my haunted house deck and see where 45 is at. See what's going on with him. What jumped out? 2 cards jumped out. Oh, the Tower and the Knight of Swords. Tower and the Knight of Swords. And of course, he's drowning. Tower moment. Feel like running away. The Hierophant. Under delusion. The Lovers. The 6 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords. And the Exorcism shows up. Playing the chess of games. And the coronavirus. So, Tower moment. So something's going to happen. We always say that. He always gets a Tower moment. I know that. I'm realizing that more and more and more and more. Is all of it a Tower moment? Is all of it a Tower moment? Possibly. But the Hierophant and then the 6 of Swords shows up. See the 6 of Swords? The storm within the swords. He's running after her. She's running. That's the 6 of Swords in this. We also have the 3 of Swords. So something... The drowning, the plans, the 3 of Swords, needing an exorcism, playing the chess game, and the coronavirus. He's playing a chess game with us. It's going to get. So there's 2, a Tower moment and the 3 of Swords. When they show up together, that's not a good sign. Spirit, tell me what's going on with that. And the 2 of Cups shows up, so it has something to do with his base. It has something to do with his people. Yeah, something to do with his people, his family. Plans. 2 of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. She's been taken out. And the 10 of Swords. And then the 7 of Swords. There's a lot of swords in here. Something is really going to go bad. And there are the Republicans. There's the Republicans. Something is really going to go bad, guys. And then the Chariot shows up. Moving on. I don't know, guys. Something really bad. All these swords. Something with his base. Tower moment. The Republicans. The coronavirus. Something really bad is going to happen to them. Huh. Now that is something to pay attention to. All right, everyone. Happy Monday. Thanks.